This is by far my favorite Shannon Sharpe versus Skip Bayless debate ever. I mean, Shannon Sharpe literally roast Skip Bayless in such a hilarious fashion. I just had to make a video on it, just showcasing how good of a debater Shannon Sharpe is. And sometimes I feel like this show was just made to expose Skip Bayless.
Hey, Shannon, will Odell be a Ram next year?
Yeah. No. He ain't gonna be no Ram next year. Hell no.
Not next year?
He done paid himself into a big payday. The Rams gonna be projected to be over the cap, have the sixth worst cap situation in the NFL, only have 46 players under contract, which would be the sixth fewest. Odell, I believe Skip has played himself into a big contract, somewhere around probably $11 to $15 million. I think that's what's gonna be the going market. Devontae Adams, I don't believe he sees the open market. They're going to franchise him. Mike Williams, I believe the Chargers get that going because Justin Herbert, he's still on that rookie deal, Skip. You want to still surround him with young talent. Mike Williams is good. Chris Godwin coming off an ACL. Allen Robinson coming off a down year, didn't have over 70 yards in any game this season. Michael Gallup coming off an ACL. So of the guys that's going into the market that's healthy, OBJ. Money.
Well, wait a second. Aren't you
money?
Aren't you underpaying him?
What?
Would you say 11 to
15 million dollars?
Well, what about 30 million?
And like, stop.
Well, why not?
It's
Odell Beckham Jr.
When I look at this show and see Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe debate, it's kind of like watching a man and a woman debate. You know, Skip Bayless goes purely on his emotions while Shannon Sharpe always comes up with facts.
If you take Odell production just in the playoffs, project that over 17 games, you look at 108 catches, 1,337 yards, which projects to somewhere around $15 million.
Projects to 30.
$15 million.
Well, what did Antonio Brown get from the Oakland Raiders?
He got 2 years guaranteed at $30 million, which is $15 million per year. My math, I ain't really good at math. Timetables kind of stumped me up in the third grade. So,
even when Skip Bayless wins, he still loses. He tried to come up with the Antonio Brown made $30 million per year, even though Shannon Sharpe said $30 million in 2 years, which is $15 million. That shows you how much of a manipulator Skip Bayless is. Like, in my opinion, I know people say Skip Bayless is an entertainer. Yeah, like if you have your own YouTube channel, that's fine. But if you're a professional analyst, like Skip Bayless just doesn't like Odell Beckham Jr. He hates LeBron James, he hates Mahomes, but he never gives any solid foundation on why. He just picks and chooses as if he's a favoritist. And then Shannon Sharpe, when Shannon Sharpe doesn't like a player, he will give you a reason on why he doesn't like that player.
Odell Beckham Jr. leaves all. Jenny, what does all mean? I ain't talking about the detergent.
Ultra ALL.
What does all mean? Odell Beckham lead all wide receivers in catch percentage in the playoffs. 83%.
Unbelievable.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Who's the best receiver on the Rams?
Cooper Kupp.
Well, you just immediately dismissed Odell?
There you go.
He's superstar. He's got 15 million followers on Instagram.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I cannot tell if Skip Bayless is being a troll or he just doesn't know football that well. I mean, what does Odell Beckham Jr.'s followers on Instagram have anything to do with what he does on the field? They're talking about production and who's going to get paid this offseason. And basically he asked Shannon Sharpe who's the best player on the Rams team. Logically, Shannon says Cooper Kupp, in which Cooper Kupp is one of the best receivers in the NFL, not just this year, but for a long time. And I was going to put him on my underrateds episode, but, you know, I never fully made that show to what it should be, in which is coming back this year. But Cooper Kupp has been a very good receiver for a long time. This is just his breakout year.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I want you to name the receiver in NFL history that's had 175 plus catches, 2,100 yards in a given season. I'll wait. Cooper Kupp, that's it. Whoop, there it is.
Okay. At a combine, in a vacuum, you want Odell or Cooper Kupp?
I know a lot of guys.
It's like laughable.
Cooper Kupp, and I could say most of the same things about Cooper Kupp as far as the receiver, but he didn't run a 40 today. Now, he ran in the 4.6s. I thought he was a 4.55 guy, 4.53 on tape. But once you get into this portion of it, which is what he does naturally, you can see why people love Cooper Kupp.
Why is Skip Bayless pretending that Cooper Kupp had a bad combine when there were people that like Cooper Kupp? I mean, he said his combine was laughable. Skip Bayless, that comment was laughable.
Well, you'd take Odell.
Mike Mamula was at the combine.
Yeah.
You see what they call Philly?
Mike Mamula couldn't play.
Yeah, but he could at the combine.
Cooper Kupp
at the
could
combine.
play.
There you go. See what you did? You base everything off the combine. What can he do on the football field? I've seen Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp can play. Hold on. Why you talking about Cooper Kupp? This is my OBJ. OBJ's resurgence. That's what we talking about. Will he be a Ram next year? No, because he's played himself into a big payday. That's why they went for it this year. They're probably going to lose Von Miller also. They're going to lose a couple of other guys, but they're going to get that ring.
Okay, is OBJ better than Cooper Kupp? I don't care about numbers. I care who's better. He's not?
No, he's not better than Cooper Kupp.
Really?
There's a lot of guys not better than Cooper Kupp.
Wow.
If this season, Devontae Adams isn't better than Cooper Kupp in 2021, Devontae Adams was not better than Cooper Kupp.
I'll take Devontae any day
Take it wherever you want to.
over Cooper Kupp, and you would too.
Let me ask you a question. Devontae Adams ever had a season like this?
He is it, and Matt Stafford loves him.
Yeah, he loved Cooper Kupp.
He's going to throw him the sugar at any cost.
And guess
at
what
any
happened?
moment.
I remember against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my cup runneth over with catches and yards.
My cup made me sick.
And guess what? Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp made your guy retire. Now he want to unretire. We're going to retire him again. Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford said, come on back. We give you some more. We got more for you. Done beat you twice, Skip. How many times they got to beat you?
So Robert Woods, I'm guessing, is going to come back next year. And you know what? I'm going to go on the record. He's better than Odell Beckham Jr.
He's not.
He just is better.
Skip Bayless is the biggest troll in sports, and he was trying to be a setup artist, but he failed miserably. That whole time he was trying to bait Shannon Sharpe into saying that Odell Beckham Jr. was worth $30 million. Odell Beckham Jr. is a superstar, the best receiver on the Rams. Then when Shannon Sharpe put facts in his face, Skip Bayless was like, oh, well, since you said Cooper Kupp is better than OBJ, then I'm going to say Robert Woods is better than OBJ, which makes absolutely no sense. Robert Woods is a good receiver, but he's not a superstar receiver. He kind of reminds you of a Doug Baldwin. Cooper Kupp is actually a superstar wide receiver, so it makes sense to say that he was better than Odell Beckham Jr. this season because he had an historically great season. But just because you don't like Robert Woods and Shannon Sharpe was roasting you the whole time, you're just going to use your emotions and say Robert Woods is better than OBJ. You see, I know people defend Skip Bayless and say, oh, he's just a troll, this is what he does, but he shouldn't be a lead analyst. Skip Bayless is a Redditor in full manifestation.